Yeah, so I go by Kliensman, Behura. Yeah, I'm Nigerian.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from Kush. Yeah,
What part of Nigeria?
northeast.
Yeah.
It's called Adamawa.
Okay.
Yeah, my village is called Baza.
Okay.
But then I live in the capital, in Abuja.
Oh, Abuja. Okay, yeah. I'm
That's
familiar
the
with
capital
Abuja.
of Nigeria.
Mm.
So that's where I was born and raised. And then I lived in Dubai for 2 years, and then I moved to New York for 7 years.
Okay.
And then now I'm back in Nigeria.
Oh, so you're not actually in the UK?
No, I just came for this.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
So you came all the way from Nigeria. That's great.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm Saken,
Yeah.
Sakam Reye. I'm a student teacher of the master teacher, Partner Babyanun, who most know as Dr. Malachi Z. York. Yeah, he's the person that has completely changed my life. Been reading his scrolls and walking with him for a very long time. Yeah, and
It's
I'm
Gabriel,
just,
huh? Gabriel.
I'm just sharing what he teaches us and trying to wake up more people around the world to also, become awake and to realize their potential.
Yeah.
So as you know, I'm not sure how you even came across me and OSM, so you can let me know. But yeah, we literally ask you to ask us any questions about anything we teach, or anything you've heard about the master teacher and Wusabat, which is our culture.
Nice. I'm also a teacher and a student as well. Yeah.
That's good. That's what everyone should really be. We're always students because we're always learning, no matter what, from cradle to grave.
Yeah.
But as we learn, we also reach out to other people. So each one teach one. So we also then share as teachers to those that don't know.
Yeah. What's the point of knowing without sharing, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So how did you find out about Usabat or me or OSM Vision?
I was just 33 degrees hot, man, so I found you guys online.
Yeah. Okay, so what's where your kind of background before?
My background, just the guy, man. But yeah. I'm an artist. I make music, but then I also studied networking and cybersecurity, and then I run businesses basically, and then I'm an alchemist. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you have any questions?
I mean, yeah, man. So how's it out here?
When in the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah, the UK is cold, as you can see today. But it's good. We've been spreading Wusabat in the UK for some time as well. But yeah, there are a lot of people that are now aware that people thought, or I've heard comments with people saying they really thought it was just in the US. But no, Wusabat's worldwide, and we've been in the UK for a very long time with teaching, what the master teacher teaches us. So yeah, UK is cool.
Yeah, I think I came across you guys in the US, in New York sometime.
Okay.
A few years back, like 7 years ago.
Oh, 7 years ago. So
I even bought an Ankh.
Okay.
Outside
the store.
Yeah.
Bushwick. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, man. All is well, man. I'm doing like a little European tour. So I'm just like going around different countries. I went to Rome.
Yeah.
Paris, Brussels, and now I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long are you here for?
It's a few days.
Okay, and then you're heading back to Nigeria?
Yeah. 4 days, 3-4 days.
Mm.
Yeah.
you want to take that? Or
Yeah, I'm trying to
just-
close a deal. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Hello, Mr. Peter. Yes, boss. Yeah. It's going well. Has Faisal reached out to you? I don't know if Faisal has reached out to you. Okay, he's about to call you. Okay. Yes, boss.
That's all right.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Be good if you try not to get more interruptions.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
'cause, yeah.
That's about
We're gonna
it.
have to keep.
Yeah, I
cutting.
just connected
Yeah,
to and just
that's
like
all right.
handle that. Yeah.
Right. So you've been studying Wusabat for 7 years, or?
I mean, I've been studying life, so that's it.
Okay, but obviously, we're more focused on.
Yeah, for sure.
For Wusabat,
I
yeah.
watched all your videos.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. And do you know how it's in Nigeria? Other people, how they take into it over there?
Not really, but Nigeria now. People they're like they're open to stuff. They've just been caged in mentally, so
Yeah.
they kind of need people to show them the way.
Right.
So that's it.
And I guess you being obviously an artist and being creative, that might be a way
Yeah.
that you can also help to spread the word out there.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do on here
Yeah.
daily.
Yeah, that's good.
You know how it is. The system tries to fight us,
Yeah.
but obviously it's done.
Yeah.
It's done for them.
Yeah, and in Nigeria, I know there's, because I don't know if you've been following the news, but recently the US president was saying that, Christians are being attacked or something, and that was his reason for wanting to go over there. But
That's not the reason, though.
we know there are always motives and other reasons. But I guess the question I wanted to ask you was, there's a heavy population of Christians as well as Muslims in Nigeria. So in terms of Wusabat, over there, would you see any resistance from like those kind of like monotheistic religious groups, or do you think Wusabat will be well received out there?
I mean,
because we do have a lot of people in the social media forums from Facebook and when we're on Zoom, on Telegram, people from Nigeria are always also on the forums. So seems like there are people out there.
Yeah, man. I just think like usually like I think it's the Japanese that say when you start to walk, the path appears. So just do it, man, like Nike.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but obviously for you to establish anything solid, like there has to be resistance. But then it just depends on how it'll work, man. For sure, because Babylon has fallen, so
That's right.
so it's time is up, man. That's about it.
Okay, so what are you reading, any like scrolls at the moment, or?
Yeah. I read all the time.
Yeah.
I'm just like reading stuff I already know, man, just to keep myself grounded. But then Epic of Gilgamesh, Book of Enoch, the Bible, the Quran, and that's about it.
Oh, I was really more referring to the masters.
The
stuff.
masters. Yeah, for sure. Like scarcely, wherever the truth is, that's where I'm at. So it's just like with everything, I just like, I just binge.
Yeah.
I binge on everything. Yeah. So that's how I just stay on the 33rd floor, man. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But you seem very laid back and relaxed. Like you don't have really much questions or anything.
Oh,
So
I
it's
do. Like, I'm just getting charged up.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I don't like to speak out of my carnality.
yeah.
I have to like just channel where I have to channel,
I hear you.
and sometimes it might take time, and sometimes it might not.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I hear that.
boom. But yeah, man. Yeah, I think like, so when did the movement start originally?
Right. I know what you mean, but a lot of people use terms like movement, organization, and we are who we are.
For
So
sure.
when people say when did it start,
I'm saying in this realm, in this
yeah.
not this realm. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
In this dispensation.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm just remember when I answer questions, even though I'm answering to you, it's also for the audience. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I'm just trying to emphasize that we as a people have no birth date.
Most definitely.
we came and grew with the omniverse to the universe to the with the sun with the planet. So and we always had our way, our culture. So what happened is because of the cycles, there are many cycles within cycles, but specifically I'm talking about this planet was designed and was grown by our elders, yeah, and it was designed to grow to 24 points. And then if you look at our solar system, you see that you've got the sun, and then you have, the 9, 10
the
planets,
dance.
right? But each one of those planets, because of the order that was set in motion by our ancestors, they were all designed to be at a specific location and then to have an orbit around the sun. So our planet, if you're counting from the sun, was designed to be in what we call sector 3. That means 3 positions away from the sun. And then when you're counting from the other side, it will be zone 6. But it was referred to by our elders when they were doing this project as Project 24. And that's why 24 is so significant in everything to do with our planet, in terms of it grew to 24 points, and then its circumference is 24,000 miles, and each mile then was equated to the year. So that's why I said 24,000 years makes one cycle.
Sure.
So the time was set from 24 being 1, the first time that first 24,000 cycle began. And the 24,000 year cycle is broken up into 4 sections of 6,000 years. So, we had what you call like a sun cycle, then a moon cycle, then a sun cycle, and then a moon cycle, each of 6,000 years.
6 times 4, yeah?
Yeah, so when you complete that last 24,000 years completed in the year 2000 AD of the Gregorian calendar.
Yeah.
But 6,000 years prior to that is where these beings, 6 ether beings, introduced like religion and Abrahamic religions, the Anunnaki stuff, and all like the spell came in and we fell asleep in the sense of amnesia, forgetting who we were. And that, going backwards from now, it was like 2,000 years of that Christianity. Well, even before that, 1,400 years of that is Islam.
Yeah.
The Arabs' influence. And then 2,000 years of that same time is New Testament and Christianity. And then 4,000 years prior to that is the Abrahamic religion, in terms of like the Torah and like Judaism. And so
can't forget the Zoroastrians.
Yeah, exactly, because that's kind of where they came from. So Mesopotamia. So we have renewed our history with the master teacher coming, but he came in, it was prepared and he was seeded in 1943, as in his mother in his mother's womb.
Yeah.
And then obviously came out in 1945.
That's like that particular
June,
reincarnation.
June 26, 1944, for that incarnation. And then from obviously that point of him growing up, he was being prepared, and the elders would come and abduct him and take him away. And, you know, he used to like have nosebleeds because they would put like probes in him to monitor him and things like that. As he was growing into becoming who he is, his childhood obviously was very different to most children. Eventually, he realized when he was coming into his teens, you know, in his 20s, that he was special and chosen for this mission. And he started to study and prepare and travel and went around the world, much like what you're saying you're doing now. And in 1970, he started teaching a small group of people around 1962, 63, built a little community, and then officially in 1970, to answer your question, launched the mission of opening the seventh seal and starting to put truth out to the world. And of course, those Abrahamic religions and the 6,000 years prior to that, all the people that were around, like you said, they kind of like didn't quite know what to deal with it. So there was a bit of resistance, but obviously he clarified the teachings, and he started to set the record straight in terms of Islam, Christianity, Judaism, and he was answering questions. And then he started publishing and putting out the pamphlets of truth, and then the smaller scrolls, and then many books afterwards. To let the world know he's here now. And that's where we're at. So officially, you would say 1970, when the seventh seal was broken, when he actually like came public and started to say, look, I'm that angel, I'm here. I've been sent here to come and basically set the record straight. And a lot of the religious world started to attack him, misinterpret what he was teaching. They were all expecting somebody, but they didn't know how this person was going to come. So you have people that were expecting, they say, the Messiah or Jesus or, you know, Muhammad, and the whole Islamic world, they're expecting the Messiah. Then you had the Jews, everybody was expecting somebody, but they didn't really understand the scriptures to realize that he was that person. And his titles are many in terms of when you look at the references in all the religious books and in all the writings like that came prior. So, you know, in the Islamic world, he was known as Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi, from his bloodline, his family, from his father's side. But he's also in the Quran as the green one, or al-Khidir, al-Qubt. So even though they know that when they read the Quran, but they didn't recognize who that was. And obviously they were expecting the Mahdi, not realizing that, like anyone and any historical figure, they're always fake versions or people claiming to be when they're not. So obviously they were the Arabs, because when you understand and study Islam as well, you will see that when the Prophet Muhammad was poisoned and then he passed away, there was a struggle for power. And the rightful successor, the Khalifa, should have been Ali, in terms of the bloodline and how it should go. But, you know, what happened is that Abu Bakr and these other Arabs, they basically hijacked Islam and chased the original seed away. And so Islam just it went on a tangent from what it was supposed to be. So
just like Christianity as well.
So it's the same with Christianity, where they're talking about, when you read the book of Revelations, which they refer to as the book of end times and prophecy and all that kind of thing. But when you read it, it literally tells you that, you know, John, obviously his vision, he was talking about the book, Jesus's book, and he's talking about Yeshua. Sending it I use the terms like people are familiar with his angel, and that angel obviously is Malachi, and in different cultures they refer to Malachi with different names, like Michael in Arabic, as you know, Michael, Murdoch in Sumerian times. So again, they have misinterpreted the angel coming to prepare the way, and they just attribute that to Jesus. You go into, like I said, in the Jewish Judaic teachings, they do
Torah.
the same. The Torah, they're still waiting for, but then people don't understand that each one of these monotheistic religions have been hijacked by imposters. So, you know,
ETs.
well, yeah, and so you got fake Christians, and they profess and they do things completely different to Yeshua and the real.
Antis.
Right. You look at Islam is the same, as already mentioned, with the conflicts, and then each one of them has so many different denominations. So you got the Shiite that they think they're right. You got the Sunnis, they think they're right. You got Ahmadiyya, they think they're right. You got, Nation of Islam from, they call them the Black Muslims. Then you've got Ansarullah from like Sudan and original in terms of, from and so now you just got new denominations popping up every day, and they're all confused, and all they do is fight each other and claim to be right, but they just argue amongst each other. So obviously we went through all those schools trying to help and teach them and showing them like, you've been basically hijacked, and you're following the wrong people and the wrong books and the wrong things. You don't even have originals. But we as a people have been here from, as I said, the beginning of what they call time. So we had our own culture and life and everything, and that civilization that most people refer to in ancient Egypt was us. And we had our own language, our own culture, our own everything. And now we're going back to it because having walked backwards past 6,000 years, we realized like 6,000 years is actually a small period of time.
Definitely.
When you look at the cosmos and look at how long the planet's been here. So wherever we were given information and labeled by other people who were trying to tell us about who we are. And we were like, you can't tell us who we are because you don't know who we are, because we were here before you anyway. So how can you come within the last 6,000 years and then start to tell us who, when you look at it from a scientific perspective as well, the scientists, they dig up things, they deal with evidence, and they go and prove things, and they have found things going back millions of years, and we were there and we existed. And they take the DNA, the pyramids in Egypt, and all the writings that predate the monotheistic religions are there, and the writings on the walls and pictures and statues, and we have such a rich heritage that it's kind of back to front and silly for us to accept the colonizers that came into our land and then mixed with us, some of them, and produced offspring, and then inserted themselves in history as if they're the authority and that they are the originators and that they were there, when we know through DNA and everything that that's a lie. So the thing that's going to liberate people and break the chains, the shackles in their mind, is to give them back all the lies and everything that they made up about us. And we've done that now. We've gone back to our way of life, which is Wu Sabat, Wu Nawab, and that's our spiritual science. And now we're just reminding ourselves, because it's already encoded in us, in our DNA anyway. And elders did that to be sparked, and then you start to remember. And just come home and embrace your culture and start to live the way you were supposed to. Yeah.
Most definitely, man. Whatever's in the dark must come to light. It's a law.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
they can't stop it.
Yeah, it's natural nature. There's no way. Nothing is more powerful than 9 ether, because it's the combination of all existing gases and conscious and conscience. So
not Ethereum.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, what I'm saying. That's funny. It's actually funny when you started to study the whole cryptocurrency and look at how the names that they were using, like you said, Ethereum, or related to ether and all that. It all goes back to our sciences anyway.
Yeah, man. Just like science, science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful day.
Every day is a beautiful
day.
Man.
Yeah, that's right.
Every day is a beautiful day. It's crazy, man. Nigeria's situation is bad. But I just hope, I don't know, man. I've tried.
When you say it's bad,
trying. Like the illusion.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So basically, Scarlet Lady has them on chokehold. So it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, religion has done a good job with the spell in the last 6,000 years, but by way of natural nature and our ancestors, because we don't die, obviously, as you know, and you can't destroy energy. So it's happening, whether people like it or not, accept it or not. We just have to be aware of the distractions by the people that are on their way out. And what they do is create, like you said, the illusions and fear, and people just feel like they have no alternatives or options. But now Wusabat is there, you do, so you just have to be honest with yourself, look within, and really be introspective about your truth, like what you're doing and why are you doing it, and does it make sense, and is it working in your life? And if it isn't, then don't be afraid to start again and learn like a child, like a baby, because that's what children do. They don't fall on the ground and stay on the ground. They got to get up. Yeah. So
yeah, man, it's crazy. They just have a lot of things misinterpreted. So I mean, now we have better interpreters, right? So
that's right. That's it. That's actually a very good point, because most of we use the term black, people, whatever organization or institution, religious or not, that they get involved with, they don't see that if you don't have your own, then whoever's giving you whatever they're giving you has control over you. So if anything is its foundation is based on religion, you're already at a loss, because that's something that was constructed. Yeah. If you're using a translation or a book by foreigners, whether it's, the Quran, or the Bible, or it's again not your own. So again, you don't know or can't trust what's being said to you. So that's why with Wu Sabat and our master teacher, he actually did the work of translating, as you say, for us and for everyone. But at least we have authentic versions that we can look at by one of us that we can trust and say, yeah. And for anyone, they can scrutinize it, and you will see that because he's a linguist and having the language, you can research and check things out for yourself. And we're living in the information age.
Easy.
There's so much tools now that you can utilize. So it's just the resistance of the programming that people, hold on to things without really reasoning it out. When you start to talk to someone, within a few moments, you'll be able to determine if the person is willing or has the discernment to even want to learn, you know, or are you just following blindly following a program blindly without ever considering it. And Wusabat encourages you to think and use your mind. And if you're somebody that doesn't want to use your mind and actually analyze and use logic and use, you know, scientific methods to discern something, then you just have to leave that type of a person alone until they're ready and they want to.
Yeah. So I use logic to make music.
Yeah, that's good.
But facts.
Yeah.
Yes, speaking facts, man. It's like black people, for example. You know how, like, even in the Bible, they made them understand that they are cursed from harm. It's like, what do you mean I'm cursed?
Exactly. And that's so subtle as well, this whole racism thing, the way it was introduced. Because even when people say black people, and then you analyze
Black
it,
magic.
but it's like, what are you actually calling black? Because we're looking, I always use this example, look, this is black, but we're brown. But when people call us black, they have to recognize that they're talking about us, as I said in the introduction, coming before light existed.
For sure.
So that's the state of darkness, not black, but, you know, we call it triple darkness, before there was light.
Void.
Yes, exactly. So we are that, but not in terms of the color black, because we are actually brown when you start to look at us. And different melanated, different shades of, you know what I mean, browns. And so, yeah, the black people thing, again, that's then used in terms of so-called civil rights movement.
Do you know Fela?
Of course, yeah. Fela was speaking the truth through his music years ago, but again, many people were not ready for that message. And then even when you look at colonialism in terms of what you're calling Nigeria today, that was a name that was concocted and given to the place. And these are the things.
Africa?
Even Africa, you see. So
Al-Kebula.
It goes, but even all those words like Al-Kebula, but the original name was Ganawa, you see. But what I'm saying is that when we start looking at these racism terms like black and so forth, all they do is just continuously divide us. Like you say, Africa again, it's another one. It's just
somebody's name.
And the Arabs like coined that word from the word faraka, which means to divide. And you know, you start to look at the Europeans and the people that divided up Africa, you know. So yeah, that's why we have to get away from these terms. Even when people say Nubia, you go to Africa now, and if you go to where they're calling Nubia, again, those are not the original people. You see, they're more caramelized in terms of their complexion because of the infiltration from, you know, the Arabs and mixing in with us. And then when we go, like you were saying before, in terms of, okay, let's go back to the original. People will go to Egypt and they will go to Sumer or go to like the cuneiform tablets. And we're like, that's Anunnaki. We were before all of that. But yes, they mixed in with, some people mixed in because you're talking about Nimrod and Kush. Yeah. You know, obviously Kush, Ethiopia. Yeah. That's where they mixed in with the original Pataites, who we really are. And that was what they call Africa, but Mesopotamia and that whole Sumer or Shinar region was not us. So yeah, a few people, and then even with the Arabs with Ishmael, okay, so that's Abraham marrying Hagar and having a child, and Ishmael.
The wilderness.
That's how the Arabs also mixed in with us. So it's like, if you look at today, if you have, let's say, a Caucasian come into Africa and mixed with someone and produced children, it still doesn't mean that the Caucasian is originally from there. So this is what's happened with, you know, the whole like Anunnaki stuff. And now today, because people are finding out about the Anunnaki, they think we are all Anunnaki when we're not, you know. So
just one of them.
Yeah, we are the original of every continent. Everywhere you go, we're indigenous and original there. Even in Alaska, if you want to go there, it's anywhere you go on the planet. So it's Antarctica, wherever you go. Go to Mars, go wherever you want to go. We were there first. And it's a reality that some people find difficult to accept because they've been programmed to think differently and the other way around. So we're in a different day and time. The whole world is recognizing that we are those supreme beings, and it is what it is. And it's our turn, our time to teach our own stories, not his story. Teach about our own genetics, our science, our basically everything. And so we have our own language, which was the original language. We have our own culture, and it's okay if people don't want to embrace and accept it, but we have, and we have our own scriptures and everything.
Once you handle your role, that's how I live, man. I speak my truth, and when I leave, if I get asked, I told you.
That's it. Yeah, that's all you can do, you know.
I told you, man.
Yeah, so there's a reckoning. Everyone has to be able to, like I said, like look at themselves in the mirror and really look at yourself and ask, who are you? Why are you? What are you? Where are you? And all these questions will lead you to the answers and the truth, and truth is beautiful.
Quite. I just think people are scared, man.
Yeah. But
scared of themselves.
Yeah.
Scared of the truth.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Because fear is an illusion. There's nothing to be scared about.
False evidence appearing real.
There's nothing to be scared about.
Yeah, I think I hear you, but what people are really scared about is responsibility.
Yeah, quite.
Because if you've been...
They're too attached to their comfort zones.
The comfort zones, and someone else has been doing everything for you all the time, then you'll know like, okay, this time you've got to do it for yourself. And it means work. So people are like, nah, I'd just rather let somebody else do it. And that's the concept of religion. Like, you know, like Christianity, someone else has died for your sins. So you don't have to put any effort in. You can do whatever you like and have no accountability, because it's just easy to say somebody else did it and they died for your sins, and it's like, and came and removed sin. But then when you use your mind and you start to say, but there's still sin. Most people are still sinning. If you want to even go into what is sin, that's a whole different subject, because the misinterpretations and people not taking the time to do the work, they don't realize that they're talking about someone, which is nana sin, you know, or, you know, we know that is a being, and that ties into, you know, Enlil and Enki. And these are the same people that are giving you these false, misinterpreted books, because they have an agenda and they want you to fulfill their motives. So then in the Bible, you get confused, because one part, the Enlil will say, do something. And then another part, Enki will say, don't do the same thing. It's like,
keep you confused.
And that's passed down for years to today, where you just have people fighting against each other for absolutely no reason, when, you know, the common ground would be the unification of everyone. And that is truth. Because truth is truth. Truth doesn't care about whether you're black, white, yellow, green. It's what it is, you know. You either accept it or you don't. And to not accept it doesn't change it from being the truth. It just means you're ignoring it, or you're not willing to accept the knowledge of it being true. So, yeah, when you're liberated mentally, no matter where you are on the planet, you're automatically united with those beings that are on that vibration and frequency. So that's why anyone can speak truth, and all you can say is, well, it's true. And when someone speaks lies or the opposite, which is generally based on belief or people's opinions, then you can be like, well, that's your opinion, but I don't have to accept it, and I will reject it. So nothing wrong with having an opinion, but it doesn't mean it's true. So if you want to live by truth, that's what you live by.
Yeah. I wonder why people don't want to be free, man. It's like
they used to, like we said it already, they don't want to be free because as a slave, it's easier for you to just wait for someone to come and feed you, or wait for someone to tell you what to do, when to do it, but you don't then reach your potential because you're right.
You don't even smell it.
You don't even smell it. Sometimes you're not even aware of it. So it's like, the hamster running around
rat race
in the cage. Yeah, and then you open the door and it still carries on running around because it's not even aware that there's
a loop.
There's a whole world outside the cage. And so it's a very interesting one. It's just conditioning because you've seen it. Like slavery beat people into submission, so it was only those who would not forget who they are. Like, if you watch even like the movies, they continuously like perpetuate to remind you of slavery so you can stay in slavery, like Roots and so forth. It's like, no, my name is Kente. It's not what you want to call me, Jack Jones, or whatever name you want to give me. And like, there are those who happily accept it, but deep down in your core, you're not who the slave master is trying to make you out to be. So
for sure,
you just, some of us have got that warrior that that we're not going to disown who we are, and then others sell out and just, like you say, want to be a slave. But when you taste freedom, liberation, how creativity, limitlessness, the things you can do without somebody having to have you in a cage and control. How can you be controlled anyway when your mind is limitless? So the only way you don't utilize it is when you just pretend or ignore that it's not there. But it is. You can tap into the cosmos, and you can do anything you want with your mind. So yeah, it's a very strange one. The fear, you can reason it out. If someone is afraid that, like for example, if the person feeding me doesn't feed me, I'm going to starve. But the reality is, when you're in that position, you will find a way to eat. You see?
Yeah.
Because the survival instincts will kick in.
It's kind of there to, like, it's a double-edged sword if you can pick up the sword.
Yeah. So
you can wield it.
I mean, I remember Kanye West saying something very controversial, and everybody was on his case when he said slavery is a choice. I think, without getting into all the fact that it's programming, I think if he only put things into perspective a little bit more, like, I wouldn't say slavery was a choice back then, because it wasn't.
There was no way out.
But I think what he should have caveat that with is to say slavery today is a choice, because
him, he can get super
get the
point out.
Yeah, very controversial, because today you keep yourself in slavery if you don't take advantage of the opportunities, if you don't work together and come together and build and do things. So today, I think, yes, definitely slavery is a choice when there are so many avenues, especially that the master teacher's here and Wusabat is here, and you're not held bondage mentally anymore. Yeah, so.
Yeah, man, I've like, if you've watched The Matrix, like, just watch.
Yeah, that movie, the first one anyway, because you know, again, there's a lot of history behind that whole movie as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And
it's black. It's a black movie.
Right. It got franchised and then it changed, and like, but the original
is melanated, not black.
Yeah. So
melanated idea.
it was, and you noticed the time it came out was right in line with what we're talking about with the new cycle of the sun cycle, and even the whole Black Panther, that movie as well. But the thing is, going back to what you said about the people not wanting freedom or still being in slavery, it's like when you taste a little bit, it's like people will then go back again, you know. So it's almost like when that movie came out, Black Panther, and what was very interesting in that movie, when you correlated it with us, it was literally about us as well, because the script was in the movies talking about, you know, tribes of people that have their own
special abilities.
Yeah, the whole world, you know, where they have their own technologies and everything. But you had people wearing dashikis and going to the cinema, and everybody was on Black Panther and all of that. But then the minute the movie phased out, that buzz fell away, and they just went back to slavery, went back to sleep. It's like, went back to sleep. It's like, you don't just, it's like the whole Black History Month thing. You're not just black in Black History Month. You're black all the time. So if we want to use that term, right? So what I'm basically saying is, like, people will get a glimpse of freedom and just go right back to sleep afterwards.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Not everyone, of course. Those who are about it, that's who we want to link up with and work with, and so we can continue to, build. Because you can't say you're great, you're God, you're goddess, you are these beings that did everything, built the pyramids and so forth, and then you say, okay, let's build now, today. And then all of a sudden, you want to go back to sleep because you don't want to take on the responsibility of building. And that's where the master showed us how it's so doable. We built a whole city, you know, we built the pyramids, everything, reignited our culture, and we're still living it till today. So it's doable.
Very doable.
Yeah.
As long as we collaborate.
That's it.
Because nobody can do it by themselves.
Nobody can. And we have the formula, we have everything. All we need is execution and people to wake up and just help and do the work that needs to be done.
I mean, I think we'll get it done, man.
Yeah. We are doing it. It's getting
it's
done.
in motion.
Yeah, that's it. And that's another misconception as well, that people want solutions and everything to happen overnight. But that's, again, because of the spell of religion, because it gives the illusion that God can snap, or Allah can snap his fingers and just say, let there be light, and let there be this, and let there be that. And it's done. So people think, when it comes to, okay, let's build a temple, or let's build a business, or let's anything, it's like they shy away from the fact that there are many stages and work has to be done. You can't just click your fingers and have a successful business or a successful pre-built temple.
Even in the books, I am trying to show them like that there's always a process behind everything.
Yeah.
Like even in the creation story, there was a process. Day 1, day 2.
Yeah.
Day 3.
That's
day
right.
4,
and
day 5.
And that's the ironic thing. If it took him 6 days and he had to rest after, but he can do it in 1 second.
Process.
Or a millisecond. So it's an illusion.
Oh, but just imagining. You don't even have.
Yeah, you don't even
need a second.
Yeah,
because a second is not even the first.
Exactly. And these are the types of reasoning that people in religion don't want to address because they don't realize you're talking about these extraterrestrial beings and little Enki and the Anunnaki and the family. So it's the mindset of realizing that it's Hollywood and theatrics. Like even now, like even in this world, like before you get a phone, whether it's Samsung, Apple, whatever technology, it doesn't just pop up. They work and they test and they program and build it before.
The Black Mirror, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't even get it. They need to I just hope, man.
Nah, we can't deal with hope. We got just those who are ready, those who want to work, come and see me, come and check us and connect with us.
Meet with the boss.
let's get it done. And that's worldwide. Wherever we are, whatever stores near you, just go and get involved.
Yeah, I like those pictures, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, man, just do your studies and go to school.
Yeah.
And just read your history. If you don't know your history, you can't even, you're fried.
Yeah, and again, you see the words, the tones, the vibrations, even that.
Not even history.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I know, or our story.
Just so relatability.
Yeah.
So, but
and the language is so key. So obviously, that's something we encourage everyone to do. Learn our language. We've even made it easier for you because we've got an online course where you can learn the language. Because we keep saying these history and certain words, and sometimes just breaking that spell alone,
spelling, man.
Africa and black and
even
history.
As we're speaking, I just everything is quantum. So at every second, if you're
even that, you see, you just at every second when we're before the second, it's
speaking
so
English, man.
The programming, exactly. So.
But it is what it is. We have to get to the Father, you have to go through the Son. So we have to do what we have to do. Boom, boom, boom. But
True.
Yeah, it's just confusion, man. Just anytime you say a word, just reflect on your word.
Yeah,
is conning.
Yeah, you see, confusion, conning, contracts,
fuse.
Every
fuse and there's a
so
con
we have to. It's gonna take.
There's a con and there's a tract. There's a con and a duct. It's just
information. It's
exactly.
So the language is so key, and that's what the master always says, that just learning the language alone really breaks the spell.
Everybody's always telling me good morning. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about?
They don't know any better. Yeah.
No, I try to tell my friends when they say good morning. I'm sure a lot of them have realized I don't say good morning
anymore. Yeah.
It's
But that's what I'm saying.
Rising or how was your night? How was your night?
Yeah, we just say Rahubat. Just keep it simple. Greetings,
greetings.
But the language is so key. It's so key. And remember, it's the generations to come, the younger people. They will grow up learning. That's how you break the spell of spellings.
Maybe after we finish filming, I'll tell you about some things.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, but yeah, man, definitely.
We have to rewrite everything. Music,
everything,
movies, books.
If you watch the Matrix, you see how the one, even the one had to go through his Neo. He had to go through.
That's right.
He had to, and it can be painful, but it's not that painful compared to the joy that comes after. So it doesn't really hurt like that, but it does because just
process.
I dropped the project called Old Fire, New Flame in September, and I was depressed when I wrote that project. I wasn't even depressed. I was confused, But that confusion, I thank God that I.
So even all that, I thank God.
It's just we
I
have
know. I'm just.
But I just kind of had to realize that it was a test, and then after I passed my test, on to the next test. Boom, and then it's just a process.
There will always be challenges.
For sure.
And that's how you realize that when you overcome each challenge, then it's like you're growing, because now you've been subjected to so much that when another situation comes, you can learn from the experience. That's right. And so the master, that's what he did. He subjected us to all these books, and we studied them and dissected them to the point where it was like, no one can come to you now with the spell of religion and come with, because the minute they open their mouth and start to tell you something, if it's an opinion or if it's something based on belief, you can stop and say, look, let's deal with the facts. Yeah. And then immediately you see whether or not they even know what they're talking about. Mm-hmm. So you're right that going through these different religions and everything, and then when we came out of, that and started to live our culture, it was easier. So now we're like, how can you come against us that speak your language, mastered your books, mastered your belief system, and we've got our own. So we can speak your language, but you can't speak ours. We can break down your own book, but you
just
can't.
Feel threatened, man.
Yeah, of course.
But like, it's okay. Like, I am is love. So it's like, everything is love. Like, the thing is, the way I look at it is, like, when I was growing up, like, I used to have so much like resentment towards like different groups because of what happened in the past. But it's just like, I just realized that some people are just, we're not even dealing with you.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not even dealing with you.
And
so
that's good.
So it's okay.
Yeah. What you're saying is,
we forgive you.
There are levels, and you can transcend those lower vibrations and move to higher vibrations.
Yeah, so it's like,
deal with a shook.
We forgive you.
Divine
it's
love.
Okay. Just return our heart and we're good to go.
But even that, again.
But even if you don't return the heart.
Not even the returning part, it's the forgiveness. Like, you can't forgive someone because natural nature is going to do what it has to do. Exactly. So you can utter the words and say, I forgive you. But is it your responsibility to forgive? Because, like, natural nature has already judged, and there's no stopping what's going to take place and happen.
Exactly.
So, again, it's just temporarily, delay of.
That forgiveness is just for like, just for like this frequency.
Yeah.
Just to do what we have to do to get to the next step without any further ado. But like, it's just like.
It's happening, and I think the issue now, or the issue for a long time, has been commingled, meaning everything has its place to maintain balance, right? So let's say this is good and this is bad, because you need the two to have the balance, right? Yin and yang, if you want to say that, which is the 6 and the 9. If you look at it, 9 ether, 6 ether, agreeable, disagreeable. And what's happened is, if you're meant to be in the good, that's where you are. You're comfortable. The problem is when you're meant to be in the good, but you're inside the bad, or you're meant to
conflicted.
Right, conflicted. You see, and so it's all like, so now it's a separation of, okay, 6 ether stay over there, 9 ether stay over there, and that's how it's supposed to work. And we can use those terms, but it comes down to yourself as well. Every single moment that you're having a thought, or you want to do something, you have to look at it and say, is that going to be a positive? It's going to help myself, humanity,
exactly, which is the goal.
Yeah. So are you the solution, or you
are the problem?
The problem. And once
generate
you decide,
or destroy. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
you generate or destroy, man.
And that introspection of yourself constantly all the time will put you in check. And then you have to curb some of those disagreeable or the things that are still keeping you conflicted. Because once you're not conflicted, once you know which
You have a
side
pure
you're on,
mind,
yeah,
The clarity.
pure clarity, and then you just live.
Yeah, man.
You live your truth.
Yeah, man, because nothing can really happen to you. That's just it's like just identify your role and play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dad, but I'll talk to him later.
Okay.
But yeah, identify your roles, man, and just play your role. Because if you don't, it comes with like consequences.
Yeah.
Consequences.
Yeah, that's that word it's very
cunning.
very cunning, very interesting.
But yeah, you get locked in the sequence, and
yeah,
boom, boom, boom.
even when you look at a sequence and you look at the word frequency, you see, what do you do frequently? So you have to be doing what is in your nature to do frequently, and then you start to vibrate on the right frequency, and the frequency you're on will resonate with others on that same frequency.
And you find yourselves.
That's
you
it.
Find your clan and you guys work
together.
And then that's build. About it. Like somebody asked me on Threads, how do you increase your frequency? Me personally, I use music. I don't keep my codes. I share. If you go on my socials, sometimes I have to intentionally tell myself to just delete some posts because I post a lot. But that's my role, So I do what I have to do, and then when it's time for me to stay quiet, I'll stay quiet. That's just about it, It's
balance, You
have to balance is in and out and out and in. So it's just right now is not time for games.
That's what I would definitely emphasize.
They don't understand that. They need to find out that it's not time for games.
It's not time for games. It's time to unite and build.
People should stop playing.
Yeah.
Stop playing. We're not playing out here. It's not a joke.
But the thing is, you can't fool yourself. This is what I'm trying to say. So you know what's right. You know what you're supposed to be doing. And
so just do it.
Just do it. Come work with us and let's do it. Just do what we have to do. And if you don't, fine. But like you said, there are the consequences that come along with decisions that you make. So how many times do you want to repeat the same thing and go around in circles and be in the same position of subjugation or inferiority when you're not naturally? It doesn't make sense. One of my favorite analogies I use to see if I can make it simple for people is when you're driving, you go to a roundabout, you can't just keep going around a roundabout because you're going to run out of petrol or something, it's going to happen where you're going to crash. So you have to take an exit to move forward. And you can't,
even if it's not clear, just take the turn.
Take the turn.
Because you always find there's laws like gravity and all those things that will help you come back to your where you're supposed to be. If you go up, you come down. If you come down, if there's even anything like that. But, you always find your way. Just make sure you're not taking the wrong turns, man.
But also what that breeds, I notice, is this mentality of people saying, now I know, now I'm awoke, I'll do my own thing, or I'm a free spirit.
There's nothing like woke. You can only be awake. You can't be woke.
But my point is,
you have to be awake.
No man's an island. You can't be by yourself. And every great teacher has always taught about power and unity.
Iron sharpness, iron.
Yeah, so you can't just be out there like like you said, woke, and there's always more to learn. And
always.
So people that come across Wu Sabat, they get the books, they get the knowledge, but then we explain that that's just a step. You then have to go and work together and build together and continue to grow together. And that's just it. Like, don't delude yourself into thinking that, you're okay by yourself, because many people, when they have the money and the riches and the material things, they think I'm okay. I don't. But
That's
you
when-
may have,
that's
and
when
somebody
you-
else
that's
does.
when your job
That's when
starts.
that's when your
Like,
job starts.
Don't you realize?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
when the job
I just
starts.
wanted to emphasize that don't delude yourself in thinking that
Yeah.
you know when you're by yourself you're easy pickings. You know.
If
Have you not watched a
God
zombie?
could have just been, you know, you know, so
Yeah.
he could have been by himself, but like, bruh,
Yeah,
like, even, let's just talk on these terms, right? Even Adam needed Eve, and they had to multiply. You don't multiply for no reason. You multiply because you need to set up a community and work. Like
That's right.
every industry I roll, I roll with. I have my people in every community.
yeah. You have to have,
For everything.
because God, who would he be talking to? He's just there talking to himself.
That is you become delusional after that. You need to iron sharpeneth iron.
Yeah.
So boom, 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 boom.
Religion is one of the most.
It's religion.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, not to disrespect anyone, but like, you really are under a spell when you really look at it, because like you just said about Adam and Eve, a simple question like, did Adam have a navel? Right? If you ask anybody in religion, did they have a navel? And did Eve have a navel?
I don't even think the books they touch on those topics.
That's what I'm. But this is that simple. The reason I'm saying that is
okay.
because if Adam had a navel, that means the navel comes from being connected to the mother from an umbilical cord, which is cut to sever you from your mother when you come out. So that just shows you that Adam could not be first, because the woman fed him and grew him in her stomach. And if Eve has a navel, then she also comes from a woman. See, so just something that as simple as that, when you speak to religious people, because like you say, there's no detail in the writings, they're not even considering or thinking on that level. And it's just like,
to ask.
yeah, you're not allowed, and you're not allowed to ask. Another one I asked in the recent video, what age were they when they were created? Because who changed their nappies? Were they crawling, or they just created as adults and then they're able to have sex and multiply and so on and so forth? And this is just logic, common sense. And then when you challenge people to use their mind and use their common sense, it's like, you know, the slavery mentality kicks in.
Exactly.
But we're in a different day and time now, and if you want to know the truth, they tell you the truth will make you free, which is misinterpreted as set you free, because to say you're being set free means you're admitting you're in bondage and you're in slavery.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of subliminal messages, a lot of subliminal indoctrination, and we have to just cut all that now.
I have a podcast, you know, Abuja. It's called Big Talk. I partnered with my guy. He's called Owi Cho.
Okay.
So yeah, like he makes clothes, and then he's an artist. Like I'm even wearing a shirt he made for me.
Okay.
So like we don't set. We like. Do you see the brand? It's called Maker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you make.
Okay.
You know, so just boom,
many ways how we get the message out there.
Boom.
So we use all the platforms: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, the whole lot, and everyone should be sharing, commenting, reposting. You know, wake people up, because it's time. Like you say, it's no more
games.
No more God games, no more religious games. It's just about living our culture and being who we are supposed to be.
There's enough examples for you to just, you know, to emulate or guide. Let's say guide.
Yeah.
Not say emulate, because you're not supposed to emulate anybody.
We're the originators, the creators. So
exactly. So it's like boom, like you know, just do your findings.
Yeah.
Because
people like to follow people as well, like the majority.
Yeah.
You know, the majority.
Sheep mentality.
Yeah. Sheeple.
Head mentality.
Yeah. Sheeple. You know, you're like sheeps just following blindly. Like, use your own head. You have a brain, you have a mind for a reason. Don't be afraid to use it.
For real.
You know. Yeah. So.
And your mind is not in your head.
That's why we said it's limitless.
Your mind is not in your head. Your brain is not your mind. It's
That's
just
right.
an organ.
Yeah.
Your mind is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that.
Yeah. So are there any aspects of Wu Sabat or any questions that you would like any clarity on?
I've been studying it. I just think it's a solid one, man.
Yeah.
It's getting the job done.
That's it.
So big ups.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Shout out to Gabe, Master Gabe.
The master teacher, partner Babianun. I mean, yeah, he has really put in the work, and he just needs to come home. I mean, we say it all the time, and it will happen, because truth is truth.
Boom, boom, boom.
It can't be contained. We just got to let him do what he's here to do, and help humanity to progress, so we can live.
Yeah, man.
I've seen some YouTube and social media videos where people are now looking at it like, we were definitely not designed to just come here, do a 9 to 5, and that's it. That's like, what's your purpose? You got to find out what's your real call. Why are you here? And do you want to keep repeating the cycles, or do you want to fulfill your purpose and then transcend, go higher? Because that's what we're meant to do. Come here,
so that you can
do our job.
You can hang with the elders.
Yeah. That's it.
Or do you want to just be?
I know it's sometimes we
I
don't
don't even know
have
what to say, man. It's just like, yo, like, bro,
Yeah.
it's like
Just
for your own good, like, you know, just do that. Like, speed out of the comfort zone. Don't even run. Don't even walk. Speed out of it. Because it's like you're doing so much damage to yourself.
Yeah, back to front. How can you limit yourself when you're limitless?
Like, the choice is yours. Like, nobody's going to make that decision for you, so you have to just make that decision for yourself. That's just the truth.
I think people should write all the questions of what's stopping me from progressing.
Exactly.
And then, do you want to know the answer to the question?
Exactly.
If you don't want to know the answer to the question, then you're just fooling yourself. And those questions can be anything, like, who is God? Where is he? Or is he a he? Is he a she?
Yes.
And
why can't I see my back?
Do you know what I mean? Literally, like,
my spinal
any
cord.
question you have,
like, write it and then
answer.
use your logic and your mind, and then the discernment of the higher realms to you know, just try and answer it, like, because it's free gifts. Like, nobody is sovereign.
You can tap into the
like, you can
mental.
Yes, everybody's is like I and I. Everybody's just like together. If you allow yourself to be together.
Yeah.
That's what I just learned.
And I think people may think there's the defeatism mentality where you defeat yourself before you even try. So you say, oh, no one knows the answers, but you haven't asked and tried to see if somebody knows the answers. Or just because you don't know doesn't mean somebody else doesn't know. Exactly. Or things like, oh, you know, the system has been here for years. It is what it is. No, it's not. The system's been here for years. We can't do anything about it. There've been many, many empires that have collapsed and have fallen over time. Or nobody, you know, people just come up with these things to say, nobody knows the answers, you know, nobody can do this. No, but no, that's you saying to yourself, you can't do it.
Exactly.
You know, so you got to
like,
remember.
there's nothing to be scared of. You know?
Absolutely nothing but fear itself.
Exactly.
Don't be afraid. Just, life's beautiful when you actually realize that you have the power. You have the power to do anything, and that power comes with great responsibility, because like you were saying, like once you have the power, you know, you can use it to help people
Or to destroy yourself.
or to destroy yourself. Yeah, that's why we say, and you know, in our all prayer, I'm a part of the all, and the all is a part of me. I can succeed as a part of the all and fail as an individual. You see, so do you want to fail or do you want to succeed?
I'm learning business now, and I'm learning that 10% of something is better than 100% of
nothing. 100%. Yeah. And that's another thing as well, because sometimes people will not move forward, but
because they want 100%.
Because they want 100%. But 5% of a million is better than 100% of nothing.
Nothing.
And you can always, this is the thing about creativity. This is why, as a serial entrepreneur, you realize that.
Serious?
Serial.
Oh, I tell you.
Yeah,
Seriously?
a serial entrepreneur means like people that you create a business, but you don't hold on to it, you sell it, and you create another business.
Exactly. Boom,
because
boom.
if you look at even people like who they say is the richest man in the world today right now, they say it's Elon Musk, right? If you go and look at, or even all these other guys, Bill Gates or Michael Dell, whoever, you will see that if you've got creativity to come up with something, that means you will always have creativity to come up with something new. So if you come up with something, don't hold on to it. You can sell it and then create something else. And you can keep doing that. So never think that you could get 5%, as we've just explained, of and use that to build something else and have 100% of that. So yeah, business is like I say, don't be being busy. It's not business because you can be busy
doing nothing.
Busy doing nothing. That's not business. You see, so yeah, studying business, we got to study everything. It's amazing how, you know, the way,
because all is one. Is like once you understand how to make beats, and you understand that as you are cutting, there's something called an equalizer, and you can see that there's different frequencies. There's 0 to 10, there's 10 to 60, 60 to 100. Is a chart. Once you understand numbers, you're good to go in life.
Yeah, it's supreme mathematics.
There's a chart, and if you want the bass, the heavy parts, they always fall here.
In that frequency.
If you want the mids, they always fall here.
In the middle.
And if you want
the
highs,
tops or treble or the highest,
they're there.
They're there.
If you don't want it, you can cut it, or you can cut that guy and boost this guy. And that's the same thing with everything.
With everything, that's it. The foundation, 0. You can go to the left and go higher. You can go to the right and go higher. You go to the left and go lower.
It's you can stay 0 and 1s, man.
Yeah,
that's it.
Balance. You can apply that to everything in life. You look at the DNA strand. It's just 2, one side, and then you have the coding in the middle. Programming is the same. 0s and 1s, binary. Everything just comes down to decision making.
You're
gonna go left or you're gonna go right? Are you gonna remain under the spell or you're gonna wake up and be liberated on the Wusabat? So we don't know how much simpler we can actually make it. You have to make the decision. We have a Partarak called The Decision. If you haven't read that, it will help you to fully understand what we're saying. There are only 2 states, you know, on and off, yes or no, black or white, if you want to use those terms, and make a decision. Okay,
For real, man. You heard the master, man.
I'm a student teacher of the master teacher. I would like to say I would like to be a master student, because you master your own craft constantly. But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure, bro.
Boss.
Yeah. we must, obviously, we're going to talk about other things and link
Yeah.
up and see how we can build both in Nigeria and over here. And yeah, all right.
Straight up, man. It
Yeah.
was a pleasure talking to everybody.
Yeah.
For sure.
Is there any socials or anything you want to?
Oh yeah, I guess you add my
Yeah,
link,
we'll
right?
add your links to the.
Yeah. So that's about it.
Okay.
And yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's like what's the name of that thing? A pine cone.
Yeah, that's right. And it's so beautiful for people coming from all over the world to come and, break bread with us and share Wusabat. It's just beautiful to know that Wusabat is reaching the world, and we want to reach every corner of the planet and beyond. So Tawakum, all listeners and all those that are doing their best to help spread Wusabat, subscribe to OSM Vision. And if you would like to have a one-to-one with me, it would be a pleasure. If you can't travel here, we can do Zoom. But yeah, if you want to book that, send an email to info@osmvision.co.uk. All right? Wadu.